Now let's take a look on this Fall 2011 Math 115 Test 3 number 26. 2 pairs of shoes and 4 pairs of socks cost 109. And 3 pairs of shoes, 5 pairs of socks cost 160. 3 pairs of shoes and 5 pairs of socks. Okay, now you see that there are actually two different things here, the shoes and the socks. Let's define some variable. When you use variable, do not use s because it looks like 5. You can go back to use x and y, which I will do right now, or you can also use other thing, but avoid using variables that have that possibly misunderstood when you happen to write it in slightly different. Okay, let me use x and y here. Let x be the cost of a pair of shoes, and y be the cost of a pair of socks. Okay, now let me stop, pause here for a while. I do not like, and no instructors like you to say x equals shoes, y equals socks, because you do not define the variable properly that way. Okay, you need to define the variable properly. Is this x the cost or the number of pairs of shoes? Okay, there are two things about these shoes, right? The cost and the how many pairs, right? The one given to us, the number of pairs. What we need to find out is the cost. Okay, so defining let x be shoes or y be socks only is not acceptable. Now let's go on. Step 2. From the first sentence, we see 2 pairs of shoes. That's 2x plus 4 pairs of socks. That's 4y. The total cost will be 109. Right? Like if 1 pair of shoes costs x, then 2 pairs will cost 2x. Likewise, if 1 pair of socks costs y, then 4 pairs of socks will cost 4y. Now the sum of the cost for 2 pairs of shoes and the cost for 4 pairs of socks, when you add them up, will give you that 109. That's for the first sentence. The second sentence, if we follow the same logic, 3 pairs of shoes, that's 3x. The cost of 5 pairs of socks will be 5y equals to 160. Now, that's the system of equation we need to solve. Okay, now if we look back, the question here is to find the cost of a pair of socks. It means we need to solve for y. Now, if we need to solve for y, you do not want to eliminate y, which you can do. You can eliminate y and then find x. Once you have the x, you look for y, but that's too long. Instead of doing it that way, how about eliminating x, and then we will get the y directly. Okay, now if I eliminate the x, I will multiply the top and the bottom by certain numbers. Let's see, 2 and 3, the LCM, least common multiple, is 6. Let me multiply this by 3 here, and here by -2. That way they will have opposite coefficients. This will be 6x plus 12y equals to 327, and this will be -6x minus 10y equals to -320. Now if I add them as we expect, the x will disappear, and therefore 2y equals to 7, y equals to 3.5. Now what is y again? Y is the cost of a pair of socks, which is the question, the one in question, right? Can we find the x? Yes, we can. Do we need to find the x? No. Because the one in question only the cost of a pair of socks. Now we will then finish this question by summarizing it. So the cost of a pair of socks is that's $3.50. Okay, that's for now.